Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by dry, barren fields, there lived a boy named Arjun. His family was so poor that their house was nothing more than a few crooked wooden planks leaking during the rainy season and scorching hot under the summer sun. Arjun's father had died in an accident while working at a construction site in a nearby town. From that day on, his mother, Sita, became the only pillar of the family. But Sita suffered from heart disease and often fainted from exhaustion. Many nights, Arjun stayed awake beside her, holding her hand, terrified that if he closed his eyes even for a moment, she might leave him forever. Arjun owned only 2 patched-up sets of clothes. His school bag was torn, his shoes had holes, and some days he survived on nothing but a dry piece of chapati. Yet inside him burned a hidden flame, his dream of becoming an engineer so he could cure his mother and change their lives. But every time Arjun spoke of his dream, the villagers laughed. A boy this poor wants to be an engineer? He can't even afford dinner. What big dreams is he talking about? Those words pierced Arjun's heart like a knife. He didn't cry, but sorrow always lingered in his eyes. One afternoon, while sitting under a mango tree by a small stream, Arjun broke down in tears from helplessness. Suddenly, an old man approached Teacher Raman, once a school teacher, now retired, and living quietly. "Why are you crying?" the teacher asked. Through trembling breaths, Arjun answered, "Sir, everyone says I'll never achieve anything great. They say poor people like me should accept our fate." Raman said nothing. Instead, he reached into his old bag and pulled out a small oil lantern. He handed it to Arjun and said, "Light it." When the faint glow spread through the glass, he asked, "What do you see?" Arjun replied, "I see the light, but it's very weak." The teacher smiled. "That's right. This light is like the belief inside your heart, weak and small. But if you shield it from the wind, add oil every day, it can brighten an entire room, just like your dream. Keep it alive, and it will guide you out of the darkness." He placed a hand on Arjun's shoulder. "And people, they are the wind. They will try to blow out your flame, but if you protect it with persistence, no one can extinguish it." From that day on, Arjun carried the lantern as a reminder. He went to school in the morning, washed dishes at a small eatery in the afternoon, and helped a mechanic in the evenings to learn new skills. When the whole village slept, Arjun sat beside the lantern, studying until his eyes burned. Some nights, rain leaked through the ceiling onto his desk, but he kept reading, shielding the lantern from going out. When his mother collapsed at the doorstep one night, he carried her and ran more than 3 kilometers to the clinic because he couldn't afford transportation. And when the doctor said, "She needs surgery immediately," Arjun could only clench his shaking fists. But that despair became his strength. Years passed, and Arjun became the best phone repairman in the region. He opened one small shop, then 2, then 3. From a poor dishwashing boy, he slowly grew into the owner of a repair and electronics workshop. When he finally paid off all of his mother's medical bills, Sita hugged him tightly with tears in her eyes. "Your father would be so proud of you." The very people who once mocked him now lined up outside his company, hoping for a job. One day, Teacher Raman visited him. Arjun welcomed him with deep respect. The teacher looked at him with pride and said, "You see, Arjun, that lantern I gave you, never had any magic. The magic was inside you, in the way you never allowed the world to blow out your flame. Arjun looked at the old lantern on his desk. It was worn, scratched by time, yet still burning, a symbol of his entire journey. If you feel that only a small spark remains in your heart, don't lose hope. Protect it. Nurture it. Believe in it. Because the greatest things in life always begin with the smallest flames. If this story inspired you, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more meaningful stories. See you in the next video.